Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I got another deck profile for you guys today. This one's a pretty fun deck. It's a dinosaur deck. It's really, really good. You can go first or second. Either way, it's pretty comfortable doing both. If you prefer one or the other, I'm sure you'll be fine. Especially with this deck list, we do run a couple hand traps and a couple board breakers that'll help quite a bit going second. And then it's just got a strong board that you can set up going first. But basically, the main idea of this deck is to pop Baby. It's not a once per turn, and if this card is destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon one level 4 lower dinosaur monster from your deck. And that can get you out a bunch of extenders like Overraptor and Scrap Raptor to pop Baby again and again and again and again. The cycle continues. You just basically try to pop Baby as many as you can, but let's get right into the cards. So we do run one Psyframe, and that's going to go with the Psyframe Gear Gammas. We do run two Psyframe Gear Gammas as our hand traps, just a good hand trap. We do run one Archosaur so that we can pop Baby. You basically just normal summon or special summon this guy out, and he can destroy a card on your field or in your hand, and that's almost always going to be Baby, which we run three of because it's absolutely broken. We do run one Pterodon, which is like Baby's cousin. If you destroy this with a card effect and send it to the graveyard, you can special summon a level 4 or higher monster, which is going to be our boss monster. Next, we run three Ash Blossom and two Ghosts to round out our hand traps. These are just strong hand traps right now, in my opinion. We do run a Giant Rex because if you banish it, you can special summon it back out, which is very strong, especially considering that we run three Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus. I butchered that, but basically what this card does is it protects all your dinosaurs. You just pitch it to the graveyard, protects all your dinosaurs, and then you can banish the card itself along with however many extra cards you want up to level 4. So if you wanted to get out Baby, for example, you would banish this card and one other dinosaur monster in your grave, and you would special summon Baby. Really strong card in the deck. Very, very, very strong. Definitely a 3 of in any kind of dinosaur deck that you're going to run. We do run two Soul Eating Overraptors because it's limited to 2. This card is normal special summon. You get to take a dinosaur monster from your deck and add it to your hand. Really strong effect. And then it can also target one monster on your field and destroy it. And then you special summon a dinosaur monster from your grave. So most of the time what you're going to want to do with this is you're going to want to throw this on board, get the search. You're going to want to pop a Baby with it. And then if you have a Baby in your graveyard, you grab the Baby back out. And then you just keep popping them over and over and over again. Sometimes when you're doing the Soul Eating Overraptor combo, you're going to pop the Baby, and then with the Baby, you're going to special summon the Scrap Raptor to pop the other Baby, and then you get another special summon, which would probably be your Giant Rex. We do run three True Kings. This card is absolutely nutty. What it does is, while it's sitting in your hand, you can destroy two monsters in your hand or on your field, and if it's an Earth, if both monsters destroyed are Earth, you can banish 3 cards from your opponent's extra deck, which is pretty strong. And Baby Ceratosaurus is Earth, which is huge. If you have this card and you have a Baby in your hand, that's a free pop, free special summon. Next, we run 3 of the boss monster for this deck. I'm pretty sure everyone who's ever played the dinosaur deck is pretty familiar with this card. Basically, what this card is for is you just throw it on board, and then you destroy one monster on your side of the field, or one, I believe it's monster. Yeah, I'm sorry, one monster in your hand or field, and then you flip all of your opponent's board upside down, and their effects are negated once they get flipped. And then you can attack every single face down position monster, and you deal 1,000 damage to your opponent per face down. Really strong monster. It's really hard to get through. It's a quick effect, so you can use it on your opponent's turn. We do have a Harpy's Feather Duster to clear back row. We just run the one of it. And we do run 2 double evolution pill. I had this at 3 for a little while, but I felt like I couldn't summon out the boss monster with it as consistently as I should, especially with 3. I felt like I was breaking a lot more, so I bumped it down to 2. You definitely could run it at 3. You could just take out the Pterodon, honestly, and you could run this at 3 if you wanted to. But next up, we do run 3 Fossil Digs. It's just a search for a dinosaur, absolutely broken. Well, not broken, but it's very strong. And then we run 1 Lightning Storm to clear board or back row. And this card, Dragonic Diagram, I believe? Yes, Dragonic Diagram. Basically, what this card does is you slap it on your field and you pop Baby. That's all you do. You just pop your Baby Ceratosaurus and its effect goes off and it starts your combo, and it's very, very strong. We run 1 of it. It's limited to 1. We do run 2 Lost World. This is the spell that gets you the Jureg token. A very, very strong spell in the deck. Basically, what you can do with this card is you can slap it down. All monsters on the field except for dinosaurs monsters lose 500 attack, which is kind of nice. It kind of hurts sometimes with your extra deck plays, but it's not really what's important. You can special summon a Drag token, and while it's on the field, they can't target your monsters with card effects. Pretty good. And then if you try to break your own token, you can instead break one of your own monsters in your deck, which is always going to be Baby. So let's say you bricked and you just have Soul Eating Overraptor is the only thing you can play, right? So you're going to search out whatever you want. Then you're going to go into your battle phase. You're going to swing into the Drag token. Instead of breaking the Drag token, you're going to pop a Baby, and then your main phase 2, you're just going to pop off. We do run one Call by the Grave just to get through some hand traps, and we run 2 Infinite Impermanents. I also had this at 3, but again, I was breaking a lot. I just didn't need Impermanents as much as I thought I would. So I bumped it down to 2, and it's been running a lot smoother for me. As you guys can see, I don't have a lot of ultra rare points, so we aren't fully done with the extra deck. If you wanted to, you could slot in a Baron, you could slot in a whole bunch of things, but I would probably recommend a Baron since you do have a couple tuners in the deck with Scrap Raptor. You could get to a Baron Defleur and have a very strong negate board on deck, but we do run 1 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. This can just clear board if you can't do it with your boss monster. We run 1 Giga Spinosavate. This card's pretty strong. It can't be destroyed. If it's going to be destroyed, you just target one of your cards, hopefully Baby, and you pop it. And then these are the 2, I would say, main cards of the extra deck right here. The Evolzars. Very strong. This one lets you negate spell, traps, or summons, which is super, super strong, but you do use both the materials. It is a quick effect. And then this one allows you to negate a monster effect. It's not once per turn, so you can negate 2 monster effects per turn, which is very, very strong. And then we run 1 Nightmare Unicorn to pop 1. We run an Appaloosa for more negates. We run a Rasta Liger just in case we can't do anything with our Access Code Hugger, and that rounds out the deck. I'm going to be right back with some gameplay to show you guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So with our hand here, we have our Giant Rex and our Baby, which we're probably going to pop using our King. That's super strong because we can automatically get Baby value. We can just run out a Soul Eating Overraptor here. We do have Harpy's Feather Duster to clear all that back row, which is absolutely huge. Just drew a Fossil Dig, that's also huge. So we're playing against Labyrinth here. He's going to get his boss monster out. Whatever. Oh, he doesn't choose to get the boss monster out. That's a little weird. We clear all of his spells, which is absolutely huge going against this deck. Very, very strong deck. We're going to fast forward through this guy's turn, or through his... Alright, here we are. We use the True King to pop Baby, and then we use our Soul Eating Overraptor to grab another Baby. He returned our Baby to our hand, which does really suck for us because we're not going to be able to pop it. But we do have a Fossil Dig to search out a Misk, which we do use. I believe we use it to grab our one-of in the deck. I can't remember the name at the moment, but that should be what we're grabbing, and it is. He just concedes because he knows that we're going to pop Baby here, and then we have access to our boss monster as well. We can go right into the extra deck and make our extra deck plays. He wasn't really going to be able to defend that. I cleared all his back row and everything, so I think that was a pretty strong hand. Alright, so for this game, I wouldn't say we bricked super hard since we are going second, but we do have an Ash Blossom and a Lightning Storm to deal with whatever he's going to put up. He goes for Swords Revealing Light, and he's playing a Magistus deck so far, is what we know. We Ash his equip monsters so he can't get to add the Magistus from deck to hand. And he sets 1 and passes, so we do have our Lightning Storm and 2 more hand traps to fight off whatever goes on. We went to destroy all of his spells. And we're going to Fossil Dig out an Overraptor. Oh, I'm sorry, a Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus here so that we can get to our 1-of Dinosaur again and pop the Baby in our hand. And we still haven't used our normal summon, so I think this is a pretty strong play. Because now, after he's in Graveyard, we can get to the Soul Eating Overraptor. And then Soul Eating Overraptor is going to search out really whatever else we want. It's another Baby, which we are going to normal summon and pop the Soul Eating Overraptor's effect. And then we're going to bring out another Baby with Soul Eating Overraptor's effect. And bring out a Scrap Raptor to pop this Baby. And then with that Baby's effect, we're going to bring out Giant Rex. We're going to play our double Evolution Pill, banish 2 cards, and then get our boss monster out. And then we're going to go into Appaloosa for negates. And this game is pretty much over at this point. We've got a ton of negates with Appaloosa, and we can put the full face down with our last monster here. I'm going to fast forward through his turn really quick. We do have 2 hand traps to fight off whenever he tries to play. He just plays one against him because he can't do anything. But yeah, guys, this deck is pretty... Well, I would say it's really strong. I think you can go comfortably first or second, and there's a lot of plays you can do. But basically, all you're going to try to do is spam pop baby over and over again to build a really, really strong board and get a ton of special summons on. But yeah, the deck is a lot of fun, and I would recommend you guys to try it. And thank you guys for watching.